Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Health Talk. I am your host, Dr. Niru Prasad, with my background in pediatrics, emergency medicine, and urgent care, affiliated with Henry Ford Health System, St. Joe, Oakland, and Beaumont. The theme of our health talk today is healthy lifestyle. Joining us today, we have two guest speakers from the Farmington Hills Brahmakumaris, and they are going to highlight our viewers about the healthy way of lifestyle. Dr. Laxmi Prabhu, she is a pediatrician. She has her own pediatrics practice. And Dr. Pragati Bhargava. And Prabhati she is a dentist. Dentistry has her own practice. And both of them together, along with our Laxmi Bhanje, she is the in-charge person for the Farmington Brahmakumari. We will, and I'd like to welcome all of them, all the three of them, to my show. So, good morning, Laxmi.
Good morning.
I am very happy to have you. And I know both of you want to do a meditation for 2 minutes before we get going. So tell us what we do.
Dr. Pragati is going to start the meditation.
Om Shanti. Thank you, Niruji, for inviting us here. Before we start our program, we would like to take a little break, what we call meditation in silence. And during this time, what we want is it is always like goal-oriented, time-oriented, so it will be for 2 minutes. And we want to give our mind a healthy thought, and we want to absorb that thought and experience it. So the thought will be like, I'm a happy being and I'm a healthy being. So, yeah.
So, Dr. Bhargava, according to the yoga practice, what healthy lifestyle looks like?
Mm-hmm. Thank you for the question, sister. So for Raj Yoga practice, so Raj Yoga is considered of two words, Raj and Yoga. Okay. So Raj means be a king, and Yoga is through the connection with the Supreme Almighty. We get those powers and we try to rule ourselves, how we take control of our lifestyle, our senses, our body, and what we are doing in the outside world. So here in Raj Yoga practice, we have a little acronym for that. The way we do it is like, as the name says, lifestyle. So L stands for learning. So each day we should be learning something new in our life. Integrate, I is for integrate. Integrate is like whatever we learn, we just don't have to leave it at that point. Mm-hmm. We should also be including it in our lifestyle by practicing it step by step, like a little each day kind of. Then F is for feelings. So feelings is something we all are driven by, but they are good feelings, they are bad feelings, but it's not like we have to keep thinking about it. It's more like be aware of your feelings, acknowledge them, at that point and do what is required to come out of those feelings and move on. Then E is for exercise. Exercise for like physical body
Physical
health.
exercise.
I'll say that at least 30 minutes of physical exercise daily. You can split it in 15 minutes morning, 15 minutes in evening, whatever ways you like. Like it could be yoga, it could be walking, it could be going to gym, whatever works for you. And then S is for like speech. One need to take control of what they are speaking. So we in Raj Yoga practices, what we say is we speak less, we speak slowly, and we speak softly. And if it is not required absolutely out of you, we try not to speak. So silence is something we try to absorb. And then T is for training. Training is like, it comes like you need to train your mind to think positive and then think right so that you can bring that energy to action in the world. And then Y is for yoga, like the meditation. Each day you should be spending some quiet time with yourself to ponder to reflect what happened in the day, to plan out your future as well, and be in the moment. And then L is for laughter. I'll say like laughter is for be involved in light-hearted conversation. You can do it with yourself. You can do it with your loved ones. You can do it even like just sitting quietly with God. And then E is for explore, experience, and enjoy the process of life. So that's what we learn here.
So this is what it is. LIFAS. That is very nice. Yeah, I'm glad you summarized everything. Yeah, and that goes good with the healthy lifestyle. Now, what do you have to add, Lakshmi? What is your opinion? Yeah,
So, good morning and thank you for the invitation. Just a little correction. I'm a pediatrician affiliated with Henry Ford Health System, contingent right now. So, enjoying Raj Yoga meditation. That's what my current practice is. So, when we talk about healthy, what does healthy mean? Heal thyself.
Right.
That means I heal myself. And lifestyle is the way of living. So our habits. When we repeat something, it becomes a habit. And the habits form our nature or my personality. So how does it all start? So why is it important? It's important because there are 5 dimensions to a healthy lifestyle. We think that physical health is being healthy, but we have mental health, social health, emotional health, most important, spiritual health. The basis of all the other health aspects is the spiritual health. Now, what is spiritual health? Spiritual health is when I, the being, which is the energy within us, who's the driver of this car, is healthy. How do I keep myself, that aspect, healthy? That's where we practice not just a connection to God, it's a relationship with the Supreme Being. Getting that powerful energy into my low energy status. So, like all of us know, God or the Supreme Being is a giver. And I just have to make that connection and I receive without even asking.
Without even asking, yeah.
I receive that energy. So now how do I know? Anything in this world, if you look at, everything starts with a thought.
That is true. Thought is very important, right?
Very important and very powerful. So the power of thought. So mind which creates thought, which is very powerful, looks like the mind is very powerful, but it's interesting to know the mind is controlled in a way by the intellect. That means my decision making, what is right and wrong. But that is also, in fact, governed by my nature or impressions that I've created from my past experiences, past lives, whatever. But the mind is the one creating the thoughts. Now, do I have the power to change my thoughts, observe my thoughts, control my thoughts? That's what the meditation helps. It's a very beautiful thing which says, when I meditate or I connect, there are various types of meditation.
Right,
We
yeah.
relax our mind.
Right.
So the number of thoughts go down, the quality of thoughts changes. So it creates what is called as a relaxation response. So instead of reacting, I respond in a relaxed way. So let's say I have an illness, I have an ache and pain, or my
Right,
joint is
yeah.
hurting, or I
all
fell
have
down,
it.
right?
We all have it.
Yes.
Yeah,
So if that happens, how do I, what should be my reaction? Should I be anxious? Should I be panicking? Should I say this is hopeless? Or do I create a thought that has happened, past is past,
has happened.
it has happened, now what do I do about it? So I think about the present, and that creates my future.
Right.
So my thoughts creates my destiny. My thoughts creates my vibrations.
Destiny. Okay.
The vibrations I emit out to wherever I go, to my own body and outside.
Okay, so this is what your thoughts are converted to
My
thoughts
words and actions, right?
and
My
action,
destinies.
and then we pick up meditation as a
Controlling my
way
thoughts.
to interact our feelings, for
Yes.
our viewers to know this is what it is. So now, question from Pragati, do you have anything else to order before I go to the next question?
So there's a very nice way of doing it in Raj Yoga practices, in which what we do is we take breaks while we are doing any work, and that particular break we try to redirect our thoughts. So here we'll be taking a little meditation break,
Okay,
in which
sure.
Sister Prabhu will be guiding us through a commentary here. So,
Okay, so instead of silence, I'll do a commentary in a slow way, and I'm going to do a meditation on thoughts.
Okay.
So let's just sit back, relax.
Okay, with our eyes closed or open.
You can keep your eyes open or closed. We
Okay.
tend to practice with eyes open because that's our life. When we move,
Okay.
we act, our eyes are open. So either way, whichever way is comfortable. So just relax your body, head to toe, and take your attention to the center of my forehead, the point of light, the energy is still, silent, stable, powerful. I can control my mind, direct my mind to create the right thoughts. And what thoughts to create? I am happy being. I am a loveful being. I am peace. I accept myself. I accept my illness, my body, people around me, and the situation as is. I visualize my body as perfectly healthy. Every part of my body, every cell of my body is perfectly healthy. Every parameters, my blood sugar, cholesterol, everything is normal. I radiate peace, love, happiness. As I radiate and I give to everyone, including my body, I receive from my Father, the Supreme Soul, the Supreme Being. Om Shanti. I am silence. Thank you.
So this is the 2-minute thoughts that we should be doing, who we are, and how we control our feelings, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you have anything to add before we go to another question?
So here,
Question number 3, or question number? Are we still into?
No, so as I said before, that these kind of commentaries you can also perform while doing action, like maybe you are doing any job, like you're cooking, you are gardening, you are doing your work. But in your mind, when you give these kind of thoughts, what happens is, one, you stay away from any kind of waste thoughts. Second, it gives you a very neutral platform and an energy, so which you can carry it forward in your future. Whatever you're doing, like next step, whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
So this is how we direct our thoughts. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is what we do, the 2 minutes meditation. And
Could I just add to that? This meditation, for the beginners, we try to do constantly, but for the beginners, at least do it 2 to 3 times in a day. Definitely as soon as we wake up and before going to sleep.
Yeah, you meditate for 2 minutes.
Yeah, and just do what do I want my body to be? How do I want my lifestyle to be? And so that sort of, you get a restful sleep because you have sort of cleaned up your mind before bedtime. You start the day with good energy. So that is a good practice to have, one of the part of the healthy habits or healthy lifestyle.
Yeah, in other words, what I tell my children, or even myself, that past is past, you cannot control it. Future, you don't even know what's going to happen. But present is a today. Get rid of all the clutters from your mind, whatever good, bad. Just get rid of the clutters and flush them in the toilet. Then you start a new day. Look at the bright. Look at the sun.
Yes.
So this is the way I tell my kids.
That's a very beautiful way.
I know. You know what? That's what clutters in the mind. What are you going to do? You're going to think about it, make yourself very miserable, or you're going to flush it in the toilet and start a new day, right? You guys agree with me?
Sure, sister. So as you said, I fully agree with you. So what we call here in Raj Yoga practice, we call it as an SOS technique. What it does is, S means S is to stop.
Technique, that is something I should write.
S.
Oh, yeah.
O. S. So the first S stands for stop. Stop your thoughts. Consciously stop. Stop your thoughts. Like full stop is like full stop. After that, you don't continue those thoughts. And you do it consciously and with an authority, like giving commands to your mind. Because our mind always have this habit of creating thoughts. It does, unless we take charge what kind of thoughts we want to create, our mind will constantly keep doing what it is supposed to do. The O, it stands for observe. Like observe is to check where my mind is going. Is it really required out of me to do certain things that ways, or can I change something? So, and the next S is for steer your mind. So like as somebody steer. Like suppose we are driving a car. With
so S is second.
S is for steer.
Steer.
And then O is for observe.
Observe. And first
S is for stop.
Stop.
So this step goes one after the other. You can't flip it, because if you flip it, then you'll be in trouble.
Right, yeah.
So first stop, and that's where your authority comes in. Like the word like Raja. Raja means the king. You be the king of your own mind. So that's how you govern yourself. Stop, observe, and then steer. So we constantly throughout the day, whoever is practicing Raj Yoga, they take breaks like 1 minute or 3 minutes, how much they can, and just take a pause. And during that time, mostly they direct their thoughts into the right direction. And with that kind of positive energy, they act or they do whatever they are supposed to do. So that's where the energy lies when you take that pause.
So that's very good, yeah. How about you? You have to add anything, Laxmi?
No, you're in pediatrics too. I've seen that it's, this power of thought. It creates, when you have good quality thoughts and slower thoughts, good thoughts are always slow.
Right.
Waste thoughts and negative thoughts are very fast. It goes
very fast, they go fast in the brain.
Apparently someone counted and said that you create almost 17,000 thoughts per minute.
Right, yeah.
And how many of them do we pay attention to? But it creates our attitude. It creates our vibrations, right? It creates my belief system even. And then I am acting and speaking according to my thoughts.
Right, yeah.
So even in children, when during my practice, I would try to teach them to just watch your thoughts, just observe your thoughts. Just observation itself, they were able to control. They're able to focus better, pay attention, and have clarity of mind, take the right decision.
Right, yeah.
So that and they have so many activities and so much of. And when we say stress is natural, little children say, I'm stressed.
Yes.
What is stress? Stress is when things don't go the way I expected it to be. I planned my day, it didn't go exactly, then I'm stressed.
Yeah.
So I have the ability and the controlling power to, that's not stress. It is the way I increase my power or resilience to manage what is going on.
So better, like you have a pediatrician and I have pediatrician. We see all those kids, in our practice, some sad, some happy. But the most important thing is, that thing starts from the very beginning in their mind, right? In their brain. 5-6-year-old kid.
Yeah, we have
they
younger
don't
and
get
younger
whatever
kids.
Food they want, and then they are unhappy. Or they don't want to go to a school, they have a school phobia, so that...
Yeah, so this Raj Yoga meditation, all 3 sons come to our Raj Yoga meditation. The youngest one is 6.
6 years.
Really?
And, yeah. So it's taught in a different way, but they increase their power to able to withstand the so-called stressors outside and their own emotions or feelings that they create from what they hear, what they see, and create that stability of mind. So their self-esteem improves, self-confidence improves. I mean, it is amazing to see her children, their other children, how they are able to
cope up with whatever they...
You're right, it starts in the beginning, just like healthy diet,
Just even when the baby is growing, remember the temper tantrums? We used to see that in the emergency room, little kid crying.
And then sometimes they even have seizures from those
they hold their breath. All those things, we went through, you and me, during our practice of pediatrics. But then let us talk something about the senior citizens.
Okay.
Who wants? Do you want to talk, or you?
So how they can practice is what you're asking?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So see here, when we talk about Raj Yoga, it is tailored to anybody can do it, like from a kid to a adult to a senior, like no matter what situation you are in, you can do it. And the convenient part is like you don't have to be in a certain way to do it. You can, because you're playing actually with your thoughts here. It's not about what worldly you are doing. It's more about how you're controlling your things. So for seniors also, I'll say the same thing, that try this SOS technique, what I said a little while ago, and that should help.
So that's good, yeah. So the basic principle is the same, whether there is a child, an adult, or a senior. Basic
Principle is the same.
principle is the same. So, what would your, Lakshmi, what would be your keynote 1 minute advice to our listeners? Because we are close, wrapping up with our show.
To have a healthy life,
Mhm.
start with happiness from within. If I'm happy, I'm healthy. And for that happiness, I don't look outside. I am a happy soul. I am a happy being.
Mhm.
I don't need external materialistic things or people. I am happy.
Okay. And how about you? Last minute advice, keynote advice to our viewers who are watching this show.
So I'll say that healthy habits are actually foundation for a healthy lifestyle. Focus on your habits, what you have. If by chance you have imbibed any kind of like faulty habits or unhealthy habits which are not giving you happiness or joy in your life, work on those habits, acknowledge them, and then with each day practices, try to steer yourself towards the right direction, so that in future, gradually, with time, you can get better results. Yeah.
So that's good. You did a good job, and my last minute advice, keep smiling. Keep laughing. Laughter is the best medicine.
True.
When you laugh, nobody sees your wrinkle. So I like to thank our Brahmakumari group for today, Dr. Laxmi, Prabhu, Swati, dentistry, and of course our main person, Lakshmi Bahanji, for coming to my show. And I was very privileged to have you guys come to my show and tell us something about the meditation, how we function in our life with the daily, everyday activity. I'd like to thank our viewers for watching us today on our Health Talk. I'd like to thank our producer, our camera people to help us produce this wonderful video.